need to take this call, guys. My man is calling. Hello? Baby Cashew. I wanted to laugh. Yo. The hot flashes. I'm sweating. Can't be. I'm burning. Need the ice, yes. There's no way. I'm sweating. Welcome to my home. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Yo, just saying that gives me so much anxiety, but I'm very excited and I cannot wait to go through this journey with you guys. So, where do we start? So my full names are Mahlatse Olivia Mampuru. I was born on the 22nd of November 1995, so I am currently 28, but by the time you see this video I would have turned 29 because I turned 29 in 3 weeks. So I asked my followers on Instagram to send me some questions and I'm gonna be answering all your questions. First question was, what are your full names? I think I've already answered that. Mahlatse Olivia Mampuru. Second question is, where were you born and where did you grow up? So I was born and bred in a small town in Mpumalanga called Witbank. I was born in Witbank Hospital, I think that's what my mother told me. So I was born in Witbank and I was raised there. And I was raised there, so I studied in Witbank from grade R until grade, I think around grade 4. My father passed away. We moved. That's a story for another day. And then we moved to Middelburg. And then I studied in Allendale Secondary School until I finished my matric. And then moved to Varsity in Pretoria. And yeah. And that wasn't what you guys asked. You guys just asked me where I was born. But anyways, let's continue. Do you have any siblings? If so, how many siblings do you have? So there's the 4 of us. I've got 2 older brothers and a younger sister. So I'm a middle child and I hate that so much because the age difference between me and my older sister is 8 years. So for the longest time I was the last born and I thought my parents were done, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. Which high school did you go to? So I did my secondary in Allendale Secondary School and I need that poo 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 sound. Poo 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 poo. Shout out to all my classmates. That school was so strict, but guys, I am who I am because of that school. Super grateful. The next question is, how old are you and where are you from? I've answered that. What makes you angry as you always seem happy? Yo. The thing is, I mean, I can't come angry on Instagram and go live while I'm angry. So I get upset as well, just like any other human being. But I think I'm a bubbly personality and I drink a lot of alcohol. That helps as well. Just kidding. I'm playing, guys. I'm playing. How did you get into interior design? I think I have like 4 questions that are like this. So I'm just going to answer all of them at once because someone says, how did you get into interior design? Did you do a course based on it? The other one says, how did you start interior designing? The other one says, with making, okay, yeah. So you know, I'm sighing because I didn't really think I'm getting into interior design. So I bought my home when I was 23. I remember when I bought my home I was exactly 23. But the home that I bought at the time I didn't like, so I sold it right away. Then I bought this one. I think when I bought this one it wasn't built yet, so it took 2 years to build it and I had to wait. Oh my god. So by the time I moved into this house, I think I was 25, 26 or 25, along those lines. So I love deco, love deco, but I never thought I would take it as seriously as I do now. So I started decorating my own house and I started posting it on my private page. You guys must follow me. mahlatse underscore Mampuru, okay? So I started posting some snippets of my house on my page, and there were a lot of people that kept saying, mahlatse, please, 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 open a homepage, open a homepage. And I was like, homepage for what? I can't even, you know. So I did my house and I kept posting snippets, and a lot of people kept saying, you know what, mahlatse, please open a homepage and start posting. January 20, what year is this now? 24, 23. January 2022, I woke up on the 6th of Jan and I opened my page. I called it Home with Mahlatse because Home with Mahlatse. And guys, I have no idea how it blew up. Honestly, I moved from having 1 follower to 20 followers. In a month, I had over 400 followers. From there, it just started growing and growing and growing and growing. That's how I got into interior. But also, I'm a businesswoman at mind. I've done all sorts of businesses you can think of. I've been in mining, I've been in construction, I've done almost everything. I've been in transport, I have Ubers, you know, I've done everything that you can think of. So if it comes to making money, I will do anything. So that's how I got into interior design. Guys, I hope you have a glass of wine and you are also drinking with me as I do this. Because wow. She's like, why don't I know what to ask? I cannot wait to see your content. I know it will be a killer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What inspired you to pursue content creation? I think I've already explained this. I love designs, I love decor, but I also love money. So I think that's what inspired me. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear in life is being broke. So I've got 2 fears. So when you speak about fears, like physical fears, I'm scared of anything that's in clusters. So if I see ants and there's a lot of them, they terrify me. If I see worms and then there's a lot of them, they terrify me. But if I see 1 snake, I'm okay. But if I see 10 snakes, that gives me an ache. But my biggest fear in life is being broke. I cannot imagine waking up one day and being broke. I work so hard, guys. Most of you guys know I'm studying, I'm working, I have all these side hustles that I'm doing. So my biggest fear is being broke. I grew up in a home. I didn't grow up poor. So I cannot imagine one day waking up and having nothing. Yeah. That's why I work so hard, guys. So hard. That's why I give you a YouTube channel. The whole me. Yeah. Son. Yeah.
This side.
Nyasha. Ke wena wa bo Kgoshi Mampuru, with all respect. Yes, ke tswa mamone ga Kgoshi Squad Mampuru. Rena ga re theta re wa Kgoshi Squad Mampuru ba le thebesana nuka ya Dubatse. Ai. Guys, the people that are here are not even, hi guys. Lilizelani. So yes, I'm from the Royal House, and yeah. Hey girl, with making your home beautiful and all that, how do you know that it's enough? You know that it's enough when you've got 6 things on your TV stand. Then you know it's enough. Guys, don't decorate your TV stand with, okay, you can put pictures, one is enough, but don't add too much stuff in your house. But you know that it's enough when it's enough. How do you know that it's enough? I have no idea, but I hope that helps. Yo. Next question. I love you, dear. Love you more. If you got a power to change anything, what would it be? If I had power. So do you mean if I had a superpower, or if I just had powers to change anything? So the one thing that I would change is I would change how schools are designed. So basically I would change the system of high school, that you need to get a 7 in math so that you can do medicine, that you need to get a 6 so that you can do actual sciences. For me, it doesn't make sense. I feel like everything that I learned at work, as much as I was an A student and I passed well and whatnot, but when I started working, I didn't know much. So I was taught everything that I know now when I got to work. So I feel like sometimes the system is a bit too unfair. You know, we've got people that love to do something, but now they can't do it because their results couldn't qualify. And then you've got people that work in the medical field, I'm not gonna say names, but you've got certain people that work in the medical field that make it so difficult for patients, that treat patients like they are nothing. So I feel like those people got into the field not because they liked it. So I feel like we should encourage pursuing passion more. So if you love something, I think you should just go study for it. You shouldn't even have to qualify. Go study for it, pass at school, and then you'll be able to do it. So I think the school system is, I don't like it. What's the most interesting thing about your profession? The most interesting thing about my profession is that I get to save lives every single day. Yeah, it's so fulfilling to know that somebody is alive because you helped. I think for me, it's everything I could ask for. I don't like how demanding it is, but I love that I get to help someone every day. What's your favorite hobby? Let me drink to that. I'm drinking because I am so busy. I know, guys, sometimes people say they're busy and we're just faking it. I am so busy that I haven't had time for anything. I have work, I have content, I have school. So I think my favorite hobby right now would be content creation, and I love it so much. Love you, Kesana. Cheers. But I shouldn't lift my glass and not drink. So cheers. What keeps you going? What keeps me going? The love of money. Yeah, guys, I don't want to make my YouTube channel about loving money, but I love money. I work so hard because I love money. But the biggest thing that keeps me going right now is my mother. I love that woman so much. She has done everything for me. Okay, we need tissues, but I think my mother is the one thing that keeps me going. Anyone that was raised by a single parent will understand what I mean when I say that woman keeps me going. She sacrificed so much for me to be where I am today. And can I get some tissue? Paper towel there. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to ruin my makeup. You guys, stop asking me such difficult questions on a first get to know me. I'm a crybaby. I cry a lot, so please. My makeup artist is here, guys, and she's not happy with me right now. As a content creator, don't you feel like you're oversharing sometimes? I do. For someone that was so private for so long, so I've always been a social butterfly, but I've also kept my life at home a bit private. So now that I've got people in my home, and YouTube makes it twice as worse because people want to get to know me. So this feels, I feel like I'm naked in front of the whole world to see, but yeah, it is what it is. Interior decoration, is it a passion or you studied it? I did not study anything in interior. It was just a passion. It's something that I really love. So because I'm a very wise businesswoman, yes, I said it. After studying, because I'm currently busy with my public health now, after doing public health, I'm finishing in April next year. I'm going to take a course in interior design because I'm taking it so seriously. So guys, if you love something and you want to take it to the next level, you must water it. The grass will not get green unless you water it, please. So I'm definitely going to take a course next year in interior design just to get to a new level of where I am now. Do you stay? I'm not going to answer that. The bravery you guys have to ask me where I stay, guys. When are you finding me a baby husband? It's almost December. I'm not married myself. I don't have a husband myself. Njani sana, njani. Find one for me, I'll find one for you. But anyways, baby man. I'm baby, so andimfuni. Andimfuni umfana umpedi. Yo, bomma. I've got two brothers, ne? So kesh up. Be right. No question. We spoke already. I just love you. I love you too. I have countless questions. Must I arrange an interview? Yes, please. I'm open for interviews. If you had to surprise your mommy, what would you surprise her with? Sure. So I think I've got two things that I want to do for my mom currently. Number one, I want to take my mother on an international trip, like a very nice, full expenses paid international trip, girls weekend away. And then mama only swimsuit, so matching swimsuits the whole week. That's the one thing I want to do for my mother. And number two, I think I've already done that. So earlier this year, my mom was complaining about her work and how tired she gets, this, that. And I asked her that, here December this year, tell your boss that you're not coming back next year. So I asked my mom to retire so that I can take care of her. And you know what? Boo, 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 boo. That's on period. That's on her. So that's one of the things that I wanted to do for her. And I'm glad I'm doing it. So the next one, international trip with my mother. Where are you originally from? So I'm originally from Limpopo, in a small town called Janefest. The exact place I'm from is Mamoni. So Janefest is our nearest town. So I'm from there. I didn't grow up in Janefest though. We grew up in Witbank, like I said. So, but that's home. That's where I call Rai Ramashak. What advice would you give to someone looking to live a more fulfilling life? Oh, this is a very interesting question. I think accepting who and what you are is the biggest thing of them all. I think you need to be content with where you are so that God can give you more. I believe that if you don't appreciate the little that you have, you will not get more. If God can't trust you for the God this 1,000, you're going to do all that you need to do. He won't trust you with 100,000. So I think you need to be content with where you are, and definitely you'll get more. Appreciate where you are. Baby steps, guys. Rome wasn't built in one day. I always say that. Next question. Growing up, what was the what was the most craziest thing you have done growing up? I hope my mother doesn't get to watch this. So when no, so growing up, we used to visit my grandmother's house during the holidays. And of course, I was a teenage girl dating, So I was, okay, to begin with, I was dating my cousin. But I wasn't serious, guys. With Betty, if you're Betty, you know it's normal. So it's very normal with us, guys. Don't judge me. So anyways, one time we wanted to chill together with him. But I had a very strict aunt. My aunt was very strict. So we were visiting my grandmother's house. I wanted to go see him. They didn't want. So I acted like I'm going to bed. Went to bed. Waited for everybody to go sleep. My grandmother, my aunt, everybody went to bed. And then I opened the window and decided to run away. So sharp, I went to meet up with them. We chilled. So around 4 a.m. I decided, you know what, I'm going back home. Sharp. On Kappa, we go back home. Yo! When we got back, the window was closed. Yo! And you know when you keep thinking, is this the window I opened? No, man. Maybe it's not this one. I go to the other window. I check the other window. I'm like, no, man. Is this the window I opened? No, we kept trying it. Yo, hi guys. I had to knock. Imagine people know that you're sleeping. Now I must knock and say that I'm back. As soon as I knocked, my aunt did not even speak to me. She just gave me a broom. I sweep the yard. And yeah, that's the craziest thing I've done. I ran away from home and to see umfana. Oh boy. Guys, please don't do it. Don't try this at home. And my mom doesn't know this story, so cut. And this was a true. What year was your most favorite year and why? So I've got 2 years. Okay, I've got a lot of years. Mara, I'm just gonna speak on these. Okay, I'm gonna speak on 1 year. 2018. So in 2018, my friend and I qualified and we started working. Go Dr. George Mikari with my friend Mahlatsi, my bestie. Shout out to her. Bitowak. Love her so much. So we started working in, was it May or June? No, we started, hey, funny, let me drink. We started working on the 1st of July, if I'm not mistaken. No, can't be. Okay, no. So my favorite year is 2019 because we started working in 2018. Yes, 2019. So my friend and I decided that we are going to the Durban July that year. And you know what? Bona. Anyana salary. Hey, we got paid. We didn't even plan for Durban July. I think we decided end of June. For you know what, we're going to Durban July. Decided end of June. Booked a place, booked flights. I fly over girl by Durban for the Durban July. So I think we flew on the Thursday and we arrived in Durban on Thursday. And you know what, let me just say, craziest weekend of my life and one of the best weekends I've had with my friend. I think I've always been a strict person. I'm very strict on myself, very hard on myself. But that weekend, fun was had the whole weekend. And you know what, we just started working. We are buying our own bottles. We are not even bona. It was one of the most fulfilling things I've done for myself, because you know Durban July, you go there, go with guys, you know. So that time we booked our own hotel, booked our own flights. How bad are you? I am very bad. I remember one time I bumped into this guy, first year. He said to me, so he was one of those guys that help us do orientations at school. So he said to me, hey, ubwas pedi? He was Tswana. Ubwas pedi? Hi. No, I'm from Jane First. Kufa 2 months. Wait, kufa 2 months. After 2 months, let me tell you, I've been in Pretoria for close to 10 years now. And till this day, I still speak Sepedi. I still speak Sepedi the same way I spoke Sepedi when I got here. So I am a very proud Pedi Han. I will never speak Tswana. I will never, ever change. So, but anyways, I am very Pedi. You know why I know I'm very Pedi? So I'm from the royal house. So my dad is from the royal house, my mom is from the royal house, and they married each other. So those that don't know, I'm from the mountains. You know, there at the mountains where you go, I am from there, guys. So I hope that answers. I'm very baby, and I'm very traditional as well. Kana, what did she say? What other question did you?
Something about the looks.
Looks?
Like who you look like, something like that.
Oh, okay.
First year of Pretoria.
Okay, yeah, speak about that as well. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Next, who do you look like? I am a spitting image of my mother. Anyone that knows me and knows my mother knows we are literally twins. I look like my mother. I've bumped into people that would be like, in the middle of the street because I look like my mom. Well, growing up, I've always been told that I look like my mom. My dad was a yellow bone, so I look nothing like my father. But me and my mom, twins. And I think that's where I get my height from. Guys, I'm so short. Yes. So the other day I bumped into this girl at the gym. She's like, Mahlatsi, yeah, this short. Like, everybody's always shocked when they see me. I'm very short. I am 1.57 meters, so I'm quite short. And I'm a size 3. So I'm very short and I've got very small feet. So yeah, stop being shocked when you see me in the streets, ne? I'm short, please. Yeah, you're this short. I know apparently Instagram makes me look taller, so yeah. How was your transition during your first year, moving from a small city to now being in Pretoria? How was it for you? How was the change? Yeah. So guys, I grew up as a last born. I was very spoiled. My mom spoiled me a lot. I think my little sister and not I think, because my little sister and I didn't grow up in the same house, so all my life I was the last at home, so I grew up like a last born. So when I came to first year, so my mom came with me like a first day to look for a place and obviously just get me settled and everything. Let me tell you, did my mom not move in with me in my apartment for like 2 weeks? Okay, so first things first, I couldn't share cafe stay because of my OCD, so I couldn't leave, go rest or anything. So I had my own little apartment that my mother got for me, and she moved in with me. So she had to live with me for like 2 weeks because first things first, I had been so spoiled that I was not used to being in a taxi. So I was so scared. I remember one time, guys, I let the taxi pass with me, like I was supposed to get off, but I just kept quiet and the taxi just passed with me, and I got off with the next person at the next stop because I was scared to say, driver kya follow kai. For me, it was just awkward, like, no. So I was so spoiled that my mom lived with me for that 2 weeks. In that 2 weeks, she was just helping me transition into first year. Who does that, guys? Moving with your mother, first year. She lived with me for like 2 weeks, made sure that I was okay, and then when I was slightly acclimatized, she left. And the funny part about my first year is when I came to my first year, because I was such a baby, I didn't even have an account. So when my mom left, she left me with 10,000 rands cash. I was supposed to go buy a bed, buy a few things, and I remember I was putting it under my mattress. I used to just go take 200, go buy groceries, take 500. Yeah, but anyways, almost at the end of our video, so I'm gonna answer one last question from the crew, so you guys can ask me anything. One last question.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years from now?
Okay, 10 years is a bit of a stretch.
Okay.
That's too far. But where do I see myself in 5 years? I would be married. I would have 3 kids. It's a stretch. If I want 3 kids, I would have 3 kids. I would be great in my field, I think. I would also be a very, very good interior designer. I want to be interviewed. I want to be on top billing. Guys, I want to do that Vogue 73 questions with Home with Matlats. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I think that's where we're going. More money, catching, more money, marriage, kids, flying in my career, flying in content creation, and yeah. So this was the last question I was answering. So this is the end of our YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh guys, I need to get used to this, but I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know me. And this was my first video, so please show some grace, show some love, be forgiving. It might not be perfect, but we are gonna get there one day. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my channel. Please guys, subscribe, but don't skip the ads. Sanela said I must tell you guys not to skip the ads, so please don't skip the ads. Watch all the ads and comment. See you on my next video. Love you guys. Bye. Thank you to my team.